Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone, that taught me this truth and rule well. I want to say Shalom to you Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright, so hey, we got a couple, two actually, so yeah, a couple, alright, articles that we're going to go in on. Hey, more judgment coming out, alright, from on high. So hey man, terrible times, alright, hey, for you people in the world, okay? So hey, we're going to grab this, alright, and grab some scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying. Hey, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so we got this. This is from WPXI, alright, or, you know, yeah, WPXI, Channel 11, Pittsburgh. Alright, it says, local live update, 6 people shot outside of a funeral in Pittsburgh's Brighton Heights. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and, you want to roll the video? I don't know, let's see, says, 6 people were shot outside of a funeral in Pittsburgh's Brighton Heights neighborhood. Several police agencies responded after a shot spotter alert around noon in the 3700 block of Brighton Road. The funeral that was taking place at the Destiny of Faith Church was for John Hornezes, one of the victims in the Cedar Avenue shooting earlier this month. It says, we are learning more info minute by minute. We are posting live updates below, and I've had this up for a minute, so let me see if I can grab it. Alright, so it says, update 5:30 says, Channel 11's Amy Huddick spoke with a church member near the scene. You know, let's go ahead and just play some of these videos. Alright, we got a couple clips, alright, that we want to get in on, and we'll just see how it goes, alright? We'll stop and pause as we feel, alright, and grab scriptures as we must, alright?
Yeah, I got a quick update from my law enforcement sources tell me now that 6 people were shot. We had been reporting 4 since this began, but now I'm being told by law enforcement sources that in fact 6 people were shot, and we understand that all of them were brought here to Allegheny General Hospital. If you take a look over to my right, you can see there are a number of police officers who are standing guard here outside Allegheny General Hospital, and about 15 minutes ago, half of these police officers started running down the street about a half a block away because a fight broke out here. There are a number of victims' family members gathered outside the hospital, and tensions are running extremely high here, and a fight broke out. Police had to separate some individuals across the street from the hospital. They've calmed the situation down here. Things appear to be much calmer at this moment, but you see a number of officers. I counted 20 officers, Pittsburgh police officers here, and if you take a look up the street, you can see all the way up the street here around Allegheny General Hospital, you see police cruisers up there, and there are victims' family members to the left of those police cruisers. They're gathered here outside the hospital waiting for word on their loved ones. And if you take a look here down the street towards AGH, you can see there are also 5 or 6 police cruisers there as well, keeping the peace out here. You see a number of officers now coming out of the emergency room entrance here, and of course they are standing guard here. We'll be here and bring you the very latest throughout the afternoon. Back to you guys. Again, 6 shot now at this point. We don't know their conditions either.
Let me ask you a question real quick before you go. Do we know the number of shooters?
No, have not heard anything about shooters. I just know that we had been reporting, of course, 4 people shot, but now my sources tell me 6 people shot. No word on how many shooters involved in this. I'll check with my sources and see if we can get any more information on that.
All right, Rick, thank you very much.
All right, again, a huge update there. Now, instead of 4 victims, we understand there are 6 victims. A big update to this breaking news story that began less than an hour ago in Brighton Heights. We're back to Chopper 11 here, giving you a look at that scene, and you can see just the huge police presence there.
I'm very curious on how many times they said 6 there. I didn't exactly count, but hey, you never know. If you brothers want to rewind, maybe you can check it out. I wouldn't be surprised if they said it thrice. All right.
At the corner of Brighton Road and Benton Avenue. This is outside of Destiny of Faith Church, where the shooting happened at about 12.
All in front of a church, man.
This afternoon, shooting taking place outside a funeral that was happening inside for a 20-year-old John Hornez. Again, if we could just look at some of these pictures.
Hornez, all right.
Police are asking everyone, obviously, to avoid the area. This is a very normal, busy area during the daytime. A pharmacy there. You've got restaurants and salons there as well. Police have taped off that entire area. They are concentrating on that scene, but of course they are also trying to figure out who the shooters are and where they may be, and that is the big question at this hour.
And
Alright, so hey, that's all we're gonna grab. There might be more, but hey, you know, not gonna spend that much time with it. Alright, let's watch a little bit of this.
I'm doing okay. It was pretty rough. Yeah, we were having service, and one of our trustees said that a couple of women were concerned because they heard the guys talking out there, and I got up to go out, and then right when I got midway, then the shooting started. We ran and we secured the building. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
It's sad when something like this is no longer even safe.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yes.
Did you guys all know that it was happening outside, or
No, we didn't. It just happened. We were in service.
like?
Alright, so yeah, you know, the name, when you read it, Hornez, you'd think it'd be, you know, Northern Kingdom, but, it, you know, and they could still be, but it look to be Southern Kingdom. Alright.
You know, it's hard to stand here today. It is.
So, hey, you know, we're not gonna get too much in it. Hey, there you go. There's plenty of videos, plenty of stuff. Alright, examining evidence. Alright. Let's see.
Today, none. You need to stop with this violence. You need to love each other. You need to communicate with each other. You need...
How many times have we heard this? So many fucking times, man. You know how many times we've heard the same exact fucking message?
to reason with one another. This isn't the way. This isn't the way. This is out of hand, and it's constantly going on. I don't know who did it. I do not know. I was in there in the service. I have no clue. But what I do know is that this was senseless, and it makes no sense. It's too much. It's too much for our community.
There it is, our community.
We be in our home community, whether we're in this outside community, having the service here in Brighton Heights. It's too much. It's too much for everybody. It messes with your psyche, all this trauma constantly. This is complex trauma, day and night, day and night.
So hey, there you go, man. Anytime you give a black woman a podium, man, you damn sure know. And if there was a shooting, you know she's gonna talk about the community, and that same shit, man. We've heard it. Ain't changing nothing, all right. We can't stand together, all right. Look what happens when so-called black community stands together, all right. It's not meant to happen, all right. What is that scripture? Think I come to bring peace on earth? Nay, but rather division, all right. And it's not gonna be no peace and us getting together. Hey, yeah, it sounds nice. We'll get it in the kingdom. It ain't gonna happen here, man. It ain't gonna happen here. Alright. Let's continue on. Alright, says, one individual injured in the shooting remains in critical condition. Says treated by Allegheny General Hospital, while other 5 victims are in stable condition at area hospitals. Ford said during a news conference. Alright, 15-round shot. So hey, we don't really need to get too much into it. All right, whether they died or not. All right, one might, the other seem fine. Hey, we're not celebrating death. We're just saying, man. Hey, this is what happens, and this is what happens in so-called black communities. All right, that's why you got to you got to distance ourselves. All right, especially when, as the Hebrew Israelites, we don't just get with anybody because they look like us or they act like us, they talk to us. We know, and always the society and the culture, right? The culture that has been set up for our people, all right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's a death culture. All right, it's a death culture. No matter what you are, whether you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you've been set up for a death culture. The music is death, all right. The movie's death. Look at the movies that they portray us in. Whatever one you are, so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, it's all death, all right. It's all death or idol worship or something, all right. The Southern Kingdom, all right, which would be the so-called Negroes and Negroes, whether Judites, Levites, Benjamites. All right, they show them and portray them, in the gang movies and the shooting and the guns and the drug dealing. All right, and then the Latinos. All right, they get portrayed, cartel movies and all this other crazy bullshit, drug trafficking, drug trade. All right, Latinos, they always get, Native Americans, they always got them worshiping some other deity or nature spirits or something, or portraying them as alcoholics. All right, and why? Because these are the situations that they set up us up in. All right, they have set these things up for us. All right, and now you have our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right, that's just the names that they put on us. Again, they put names on us. All right. And they tell us how we act. You should be like this, all right? You should be listening to this music. You should be toting guns. You should be selling drugs. You should be doing this. And then our people are so fucking brainwashed that they believe this is their life. This is their community. And well, this is our black culture. Black culture, all right? Native American culture, Latino culture, all right, has all been set up by the white man and his death. All right, our true culture, all right, is our nationality, our biblical nationality of Israelites, all right, is keeping the law, all right, following after Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, all right, keeping the law to the best of our ability. Biblically, it was keeping the law, all right, and we will be keeping the law perfectly once we're in the kingdom, all right, but we can't keep it perfectly right now, all right. That's our culture, all right. Having faith and trusting and believing in Yahweh, Shem Yahushai, all right. The laws that we're under. All right, not committing adultery. All right, not committing murder. All right, not being a sodomite. All right, not being not being a lascivious woman. All right, or I might have pronounced that wrong. All right, but being a sloot. All right, slooty. All right, laying around. All right, not being some piece of shit gangbanging dude. All right, not none of that. All right. Not none of that. That's not our culture. All right, that's black culture, but that's not Hebrew Israelite culture. All right. So hey, if you stay in this society and these cultures that the white man has set up for you, look at how it's done you these years, all right? And that's why our people are gone. They're lost. They're confused, all right, because they keep on trusting in the white man, all right, when the white man has done nothing but harm you and hurt you your whole life. And we're segueing right into that as well, because what were they at? They were at a church. They were at Cesare Borgia's house, man. All right, white Jesus house. That's where they are at, all right, right in the church, all right, right in front of the shooting, all right, right where the shooting happened, right out in front of a church, man. Hey, stay the hell away from those churches, man, all right, stay away. Well, the church is what have you learned, all right? You haven't learned anything, all right? If you can't see that the apostles and the brothers, all right, on down, all right, of Great Millstone have got the truth, all right, and not none of these churches don't have the truth, man. If you can't tell that the Hebrew Israelites, all right, have the truth, hey, then, maybe it's not for you to get, all right? Maybe it's not for you to get, but you keep going, drinking your little communion wine and not being able to answer any question that comes your way, not knowing basic topics in the Bible, not knowing where you come from, who you are, your name, all right, not knowing the laws. You don't even know that you're still supposed to be under the laws. You've been told that you don't have to be under the laws anymore, that the laws are done away with, all right? You've been told that, the Israelites have already been saved, all right? That's not true. That's not true, all right? This church isn't going to teach you anything, all right? And what happens when you go in these churches? Things like this, all right? You know how many people are gangbang and still go to church, all right? These churches ain't reminiscent of nothing, all right? They're Cesare Borgia's house. All they teach you to do is love the white man, all right? And that everybody's equal and that everybody can be saved, all right? Hey, it's bullshit, all right? It's bullshit that's been fed into black culture. I'm not going to say our culture, all right? No, I won't even say black culture. I'll say Negro, Latino, and Native American culture, because it's not just black culture, all right? You got the same thing with the Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom, all right, with the Catholic Church and having those, Jesus Christos candles, all right? And your rosary, all right, with the cross. Hey, no, the same thing, all right? And Native Americans, right, with the same thing, all right? Same thing, okay? All of our so-called cultures, our so-called communities, all right, have been filled with death, all right, by the white man, okay? And the white man hasn't got you anywhere. But now you're dwelling in his house. You're dwelling in the white man's house. You're worshiping white Jesus, man, all right? So, hey, when these things happen, especially out in front of a church, we're not surprised, all right? We're not surprised. What? Right in front of a church? Oh, look. No, Of course right in front of a church, man. Hey, of course. What better place, right? These Jake, you got to get over that, man. You got to get out of this. You got to get out of this, man. So we're not surprised when we see these things happen, let alone at a church. All right, don't be going in those churches, man. They're there for your money. They don't teach you anything. All right, and if you're still into the church and loving the church and all the church, what have you learned, man? The same chapter that they've been reading for 40 years. All right, you ask questions they don't know. All right, Or they'll try to come up with some bullshit answer and it don't make no sense. You know, like, that don't have any sense, but it must be true. So you go home and that's what you believe. All right. I mean, look at these people. They got them believing that everybody can be saved. That's where does that say that in the Bible, that everybody can be saved? All right. And don't even think about giving me the scripture that talks about being grafted in. All right, because again, that term mentions the word again. All right, grafted in again. All right, and you can't do something again unless it was done at one point. All right, okay. I've used the example again. If I've never had coffee in my life, and I said I'm gonna go get coffee again, that wouldn't make no damn sense. But if I've had coffee before, I say, hey, I'm gonna go get some coffee again. All right. So hey, it's simple. Don't come at us with that weak ass shit. All right. Don't come at us with the weak ass. Well, I can be grafted in. No, you can't. No, you can't. Nope. You can't graft in a pear, all right, to a coffee bean plant, all right? That's not, no. You can't graft in, all right, a strawberry into an apple tree. It don't work, all right? It don't work. They're two completely different things, all right? Well, actually, science has made it to where fuck that shit, all right? Fuck that shit, all right? We know there was apple-orange hybrid trees and shit like that, all right? But try to get a strawberry, all right, into a pistachio, into a pistachio plant, or try to get a strawberry into an apple. That ain't gonna happen. All right, one's a bush, one's a tree. Ain't gonna happen. All right, so hey, keep with that low vibration. We can be grafted. No, you can't, unless you're already a part of that tree. Then you can be grafted in. All right, then you can be grafted in. But if you were never a part of that tree to begin with, you ain't getting back into that tree. All right, we're not back into that tree. You're not getting into that tree. All right, back would mean that you were again once there before, all right, back. So hey, that's what happened. Let's play this little video, all right, of them screaming and hollering when it happened.
Allegheny Elementary School, Allegheny Middle School, and Alderdice High School.
There you go. It was them freaking out. All right, but hey, man, hey, all this stuff, hey, it's not even surprising anymore. All right, so hey, we're gonna grab Proverbs 3:31. It reads, okay, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. All right, and when you go in there and you're worshiping Cesare Borgia, all right, and in those churches, all right, and that Jesus Christos, all right, hey, what are you doing? You're envying the oppressor. Why? Because the oppressor, all right, has put himself up, all right, as if you look Jesus Christ, all right, look Jesus Christ, all right. There's a famous image. All right, what color is he? All right. There you go. Now they have all these information. All right, all these new images trying to throw us off. All right. But hey, that's a white man right there. That is a white man. Blue eyes, dirty blonde hair. That is a white man. The nose, that's a white man. All right. That is a white man. Okay. So, what does it mean to envy? All right, envy. See, feeling discontented, that's not the word. Envy, to desire to have a quality possession or other desirable attribute belonging to someone else. All right, so you're basically in there envying. All right, and then those same so-called black women that go to those churches come out. You got the blue contacts in. You got the ultra relaxed. All right, hot combed as fuck. Whatever you do to it to try to get it as straight as possible. Or you put those straightening chemicals in it. Those all that shit. All right, that relaxant chemical, causes cancer that they've come out with now. All right, get as straight as possible and dye it blonde, or you'll just go as far as, buzzing it down and then just, get sew-in, all right, a weave, all right, anything you can do to make your hair not look like your hair is, all right, anything you can do to not have your natural hair, you'll do it, all right, whether it looks like any nation, all right, most of the time you try to make it look like Esau, Edom, all right, with your hair, all right, you go in there and you worship an image of the white man, all right, so hey, that's what you're doing, okay, so let's move on to Jeremiah 10:2. It reads, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." All right, and who are the heathen? The heathens are, anyone who isn't an Israelite. All right, Edomites are a heathen. All right, the Moabites are heathen. Ishmaelites, Amalekites. All right, Elamites. All right, all heathens. They're all heathens. Okay. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, all right? So don't be participating in Islam or Hinduism or all these other things, or Christianity, all right? Because when, and Christian is, you could argue that we're Christians. We don't use the term Christian, all right? Why? Because it's been tainted, all right, and defiled, okay? So, we're not to learn the way of, these so-called Christians, these Christians, all right, these, and what we're saying when we say these Christians, all right, Christianity, all right, you know what we're speaking of, all right, the white man's doctrine, all right, white Jesus, all right, hey, that's learning the way of the heathen, all right, and you're worshiping the heathen, all right, because you believe he's the Savior, okay. Jeremiah 10:2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them, all right, they're dismayed at those things, all right, we're not, okay. 2nd Ezra 7:20 through 24. For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High hath given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. All right, so hey, these people are despising the word of the Lord. All right, and they go into these churches. They go and do any sort of abominable act, all right, and they say, oh, I go to church, I'm a good Christian, and then you don't do anything that the Lord said, all right, you're not keeping the commandments, all right, to the best of your ability. Not that the commandments are going to save you, all right, this isn't IUIC, all right, this isn't that, all right, well, you got to keep all the commandments. It's impossible to keep all the commandments, all right, but we do try to the best of our ability to keep the commandments. We know commandments aren't going to get you, keeping the commandments, the law isn't going to save you, all right, but we keep it as a, the word just left my head. We keep it to honor, all right, to honor the Lord, all right, so to speak, all right. And it's not the word I wanted to, not the exact word. We keep it in, we keep it, in a roundabout way. In short of it, yes, we keep it to show honor under our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, all right. That's why we do it, all right, to show respect, all right, that we're keeping it to the best of our ability. We know we're not going to keep it to the best. We're not going to be able to keep it perfect, but we try to keep it to the best of our ability, all right? Not eating pork. You can do that, all right? You can do that. Now, are we going to be able to keep it perfect? No, because you're going to have restaurants and stuff that, cook pork on the grill, and then you get, a beef burger, all right, and it has pork juice in it, all right? But, hey, we did our part by not just eating pork, all right? Don't do that, all right? Keeping the law will not save you, but breaking it will kill you, all right? It will bring death upon you. Says, for the Most High hath given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. But his law have they despised, and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. So hey, they don't trust in the Most High. When they hear about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, they scoff. They don't want to hear none of it. All right, especially when they find out they can't eat pork. All right, they'd rather just go to Cesare Borgia's house. All right, so when these things happen at churches, hey, we're not surprised. Actually, we're not at all. We're say, oh, a church? All right, that makes perfect sense. All right, we're not surprised at all by these things. Okay, so hey, you've been warned. All right. You've been warned, and it's been told to you what you should do to observe punishment, but you didn't listen. You're not going to learn. You're not going to do it. All right, and we know a lot of you, and you so-called black people, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, not just so-called black people, all right. Most of those people in the church, I guarantee at least a couple of them, all right. I'll say more than a couple, a lot of them, all right, because if one, you know, they're gonna say, if one knows, a lot of them know, all right, about the Hebrew Israelites, all right. I'm sure they know. I am sure they know. Okay, it's a lot of people know. All right, Kanye knows it. Everybody knows at this point, man. If Kanye is on the TV talking about it, all right, people know. All right, you know how our people are, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans when it comes to rap. All right, they know Kanye. They know what he's talking about. It's been all over the news. You've heard. You know. All right, and if you didn't know before, now you have no excuse. All right, because this has been all over the news. All right, this has been all over the news about the Hebrew Israelites. All right, so you know about the Hebrew Israelites. All right, and most of you walk past them or stumbled across the video, or you have a cousin that's a Hebrew Israelite or something. You know. All right, so hey, you know, and if you pass it all, I don't really into all that. Guess what? Hey, there you go. There you go. All right, that might have been your only chance. All right, now you don't have one. All right, this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 24 through 27. Woe unto them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will spare them not. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against him. Alright, so you've sinned against the Lord, alright? And you're going to be left here, alright? You're going to be left here when these plagues and when this destruction comes. Hey, he's not gonna. No, you never hearken to him. Why would he care what you think? All right, you never did anything. All right, you never followed the word. You never believed in him. You never trusted him. You never called on him. All right, you never watched these videos. You never taught. You never did any of these. Anything. Nothing. Not even an ounce. All right, not even a speck. Not even a sprinkle. All right, of what he wanted you to do. And now oh please Lord. No, go and cry unto the gods that you've called on. All right, roughly paraphrasing. All right, go call on Cesare Borgia. All right, say Jesus Christ, oh Lord, see if that's gonna help you. It ain't gonna do anything. All right, because that's not his name. Like I always use the term, if I'm walking down the street and you're saying, hey Jim, I'm not gonna answer to you. Why? Because my name is not Jim. Okay, it wouldn't make sense. All right, I might look back at some point, Jim. I might look back and say, what the fuck, what that dude yelling about? All right, and I know he's not talking about me because my name isn't Jim. Okay. So if you're calling on some other name, hey, Most High ain't dealing with that. That's why the name is so important. All right, the name being Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. The Father's name being Yahweh, the Son's name being Yahushai. When you call on them, you say Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, which means the Father in the name of the Son. All right, you can also add, you can also say Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash, which means the Father in the name of the Son and the name of the Holy Spirit. All right, say that as well. Okay, but calling Jesus Christ, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it for you, man. That ain't gonna do it for you. I don't even like saying the damn name. All right, Jesus Christ. All right, that not the Most High's name, but the, you know, the worldly ass Jesus Christ name. All right, there ain't no J's in Hebrew, so that couldn't be his name. All right, that couldn't be his name. All right, Jesus is not a Hebrew name. All right. So this is Zephaniah 3 and 5. I don't even like saying that name. I don't even like saying it, but I'm doing it for the sake of the video. All right, because I know you to get the point across to you people. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord, and just means what? Righteous. All right. The righteous Lord, the just Lord, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame. All right, hey, I know I've been making a lot of brothers have been making a lot of videos on judgment. There's so much judgment going out. All right, it's hard to make a lesson on everything. All right, and we do other topics. All right, because you don't want to keep doing video judgment, and then the next day a video about judgment, and the next day a video about judgment. All right, because hey, you want to get on different topics, or whatever the Spirit gets on you to do that day. All right, but there's a ton of judgment going out, man. There's ton, okay, ton. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity, iniquity being sin upon sin, or wickedness, all right, which sin is wickedness, all right. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame, all right. So, hey, the unjust, hey, they don't care, all right. They're going to see these things, and they don't care. Plagues and, roughly paraphrasing, plagues and judgment and destruction, all right, are sent unto the people, all right, for scourges for amendment. all right, but the people aren't going to listen to it, all right, roughly paraphrasing, and I can grab it, are sent as scourge, yeah, behold, this is 2nd Esdras 16 and 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, and then if you get down to 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Alright, so hey, this would be falling under the category of tribulation and anguish. Alright, and sent as a scourge for amendment, alright, for correction. Hey, but you're not going to listen. You're not going to listen. Alright, we're not going to get too much on this. We're just going to read it. Read the title. Alright, if you want to get in on, make a lesson about it. Alright, it says 8 found dead after Tulsa suburb house fire. Homicide feared. Alright, it says 8 people were found dead in a burning Tulsa area house in what was believed to be a multiple, investigated as multiple homicides, police said. Says, seems complex with lots of moving parts, no other information being released immediately. Alright, 2 adults and 6 children, and that's not the case. I don't believe there were children. Alright, 2 adults and 6, it depends, alright. I know some of them were 13, 14, I believe. And in that case, they're not children, those are full-grown adults. Alright, so, hey, just, 8 people died. Alright, there you go. 8 people died. Okay. 2nd Esdras 5 and 1 through 4. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Alright, and we're coming to those times. Alright, and we're partly in those times. Alright, and what are we seeing? We're seeing these things. Alright, in verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago, and it gets more wicked and wicked and wicked and wicked and wicked by the day, man. More, you got that song, I'ma kill my mom. You got that shit. All right, before that you had fucking Baby Daddy Free, and I don't know what the fucking next song is gonna be. It's some crazy shit. You had no what is it? Something no vuckin'. No, was it no voting? No vucking or something? I don't remember what it was. All right, so I can't keep up with all this shit. All right, but it was something like that. Something no vucking. All right, and geez, man, place fucked up. It says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And we're seeing that it's getting more wicked by the day. All right, more wicked by the hour, more wicked by the minute, the second even. All right. Verse 3, and the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the 3rd trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. Alright, hey, we're seeing iniquity increase, so we're not surprised when they're shooting, or if it's out in front of a church, or if it's in front of a daycare, or if it's in front... Nothing surprises us, man. We've seen it. Alright, as far as shootings and stuff go, alright? Hey, shootings in churches, shooting outside of churches, alright, pastor shooting, well, I don't know about none of that. I'm sure if I looked up pastor, killed someone, I'm sure there's be at least one case, alright, or a reverend or a preacher somewhere killed someone. I would be almost, I won't say 100%, but I'll say 99.9.9. Alright, there has to be a case, okay? We would not be surprised, alright? Revelation 22 and 12, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. All right, you're in there doing wickedness, not hearkening the words of the Lord. All right, not doing any of the things that He set for you to do. All right, being wicked. Hey, you're gonna get that wickedness right on back. All right. Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. All right, and if you're an Edomite, you inherently despise the word. All right, and if you're a Jake and you're not following after this word, all right, this doctrine, all right, this truth, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is granted unto His prophets. Hey, then you're despising the word as well. And guess what? Both parties will be destroyed. All right, the unbelieving Israelites and the heathens. All right, the heathens inherently are going to be destroyed, but the unbelieving Israelites will be destroyed as well. Proverbs 13 and 13 once again. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. All right, and we're in this for the reward. All right, we're in it for the long run. All right, and Lord willing, we have the, Yahweh Shem Yahushai blesses us to continue this faith, and in this truth all the way, up until the very end, and obtain salvation. Okay, that's what we're looking for, to be part of the elect. All right, that's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. We're hopeful to be part of the elect. All right, we try to do this work to the best of our abilities. We're not gonna be perfect. We're not gonna be perfect. All right, but we're trying. All right, to the best of our ability. Okay, unlike you people that don't put an effort into anything. Okay, we're gonna close out with Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that even I, see now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right, and that one's, for you Christians that are saying, it's Satan that showed up here today. No. It could have been, a spirit of judgment. It was a spirit of judgment, spirit of vengeance on that person to bop those shots. Yes. All right, but hey, who called the shot? All right, who issued the hit? And I hate saying it like that. It's a worldly term. But when they say, "Oh, put a hit on him," the Most High is, to use a worldly term for you people. The Most High puts hits out on people. All right, and Satan can put forth those hits. All right, through his demons. All right, but hey, that all goes back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, Satan doesn't have any control without Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He can't do something that the Most High told him not to. All right, he's only allowed to do what the Most High allows. Okay, so the Most High is the one killing, the one making people alive, the wounding people, the healing people. All right, if you got rich, the Most High did it. If you're poor, prosperity, riches, life and death, both. Here, let me see. Here it is. Ecclesiasticus 11 and 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. All right, so all these things come of the Lord. All right, Satan didn't sneak behind his back and do it without him knowing. All right, that's off. That's wicked. All right, the Lord does all these things. All right, the Lord does all these things. Okay, and if you don't like that, you don't accept that. Hey, then you don't like the truth. All right, and that doesn't mean you hate us. That means you hate the Most High. So hey, with that, we're gonna close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me the truth and rule well. So lucky. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.